Hey everyone, real quick, I wanted to thank Wayne Elliott of Mitmonk Designs for sending in a really cool gift of Bionic Leggings, which I will show you because this is a desk show, but I'm going to run over here. So, I'm basically a space warrior now thanks to these leggings. They're hand cut, hand printed from Vancouver. They also make chainmail, which I also think is cool. So, thank you very much, Mitmonk. Jeremy Wilson of Kernel Mag recently detailed a day in the life of an Amazon Mechanical Turk. And this is a service, well, it's not really a service. You are providing the service to Amazon.
It's a job.
It's a job, and it's a low-paying job. So it's named after the Turk, an 18th century chess-playing machine. It appeared to be an automaton that could beat people in chess, but really a human being, chess master, was behind it, pulling the strings, making it all happen. And that's kind of what this is based on. You're performing tasks, human intelligence tasks, online for a very low fee. So typically most jobs are pennies to $1 for each job.
Per hour. Per job or per hour?
Well, it depends on how long it takes you to do the job. Like for instance, he talked about making 7 cents on one task, and
for stuff like copying a business card or transcribing a receipt.
Card was about 2 cents. Transcribing a Walmart receipt, which he hated by the way, was about 7 cents.
Made $1.50 for making facial expressions.
Yes, I would do that if I needed $1.50 really badly.
It took him a couple hours though to get it right.
On one of them, he had to kind of link spam and talk about a celebrity couple, George Clooney and Vanessa Moodley, who is a French model. And he had to like write something positive about the two in the comments of a blog, and he ended up writing, "My mate Pete saw George Clooney and Vanessa Moodley sucking face around the back of McDonald's, and he was totally finger banging her. Pete and George was really into her, and not in a weird paternal way like with his exes. Not surprising really, cause Vanessa is a well-fit. And if that didn't earn 10 cents, I don't know what will." I think for one task he drew a triangle for a few cents. He was a research monkey, he calls himself.
This is humans pretending to be machines pretending to be humans.
Yes, humans pretending to be machines that are designed to be human-like. Thus, Mechanical Turk.
So weird.
And it pays very low. Only 10% of the Americans who make up half the workers, 50% of the workers are American, 40% are Indian, and 10% are everybody else. And only 10% of the Americans say the service is their primary income, which is great because it earns almost no money.
But it is tasks you can be doing while you're doing other stuff.
See, that's what a lot of people reported. This was some kind of like a
time filler.
A time filler, you know, like mindless clicking. You may do it anyway in some games. And they thought, well, why not make a little bit of money on the side? But it seemed
little bit of money on the side.
Very tedious for a very small amount of money. He did not seem to enjoy his experience at all. He described it as being like a mechanical sweatbox.
Sweatshop.
I think he said sweatbox, but I would say sweatshop, to be fair.
Well, the nice thing is there's countries that have sweatshops that pay less than this.
Yeah, like that's India.
So in third world countries, and I don't mean that derogatorily.
In countries where there are actual sweatshops.
Yeah, in countries where there's no minimum wage.
And it would be a lot less uncomfortable.
Yeah, that you can actually make a better living doing this than what is typical maybe in your community.
Yes. Well, the average hourly wage in India, according to this article that he wrote, is around 30 cents. So why not? If you have a computer.
And you can make faces.
Sure. But, well, I was considering doing this when I was very, very, very out of work. But it's a lot of work for a very small amount of money. I wouldn't recommend it unless you really had no other option.